Just back to the car to collect the lunch, and we're going to Little Mell now, which is just down the road, up a farmer's path, and I best get the map out. My little legs only just get over that in one. So heading to Little Mell Fell, and it looks like it's quite boggy, and once we get to that tree line we basically make our way up vertically and straight to the summit. There's no particular path, but we'll find a way without a problem at all, so I'm not being dramatic. I didn't step on that. My legs are long enough just to get over.
Are they?
Yeah, just.
Mine aren't. Also short legs.
Short legs, better access. Not as far to go. That sounded rude, didn't it?
That sounded very rude.
Maybe I meant it, maybe I didn't. And this is the plank bridge. I guess it is what it is. But if we want to do these things, this is what you've got to do. Once you're literally off the beaten path, you've just got to sort of find a way, and normally you can see a stile at the other side of the field or something, but it looks pretty boggy there. Ugh. So this is what you call moist underfoot. It's actually more than moist underfoot. Oh my god. And the thing is, we've both got what we'd call in this country, I don't know, 2-season boots. So they're Gore-Tex lined generally, so they'll keep out quite a lot of water. But walking in this for any period of time, and once your boots are a couple of years old, believe me, whatever they tell you in the shop, eventually you'll just have a summer boot, because the Gore-Tex lining won't stand up to the battering. Yeah, well, right, okay, so leather ones would keep your feet dry all day for sure, especially if you look after them and treat them. Oh, this grass is so feckin' wet. You can see all the moisture, look.
I'm glad you're going first.
So talking about, yeah, I'm breaking the trail, literally breaking the trail. I just wondered, there's no easy way around anyway.
Oh,
We'll dry out.
we're almost there.
We'll dry out.
We're almost on this one.
Anyhow, that was really wet.
Is this the path up?
This is the path up, yeah. And then when we get level with that house there, can you see there's a little sign? There's a little footpath sign.
Yeah.
In fact, there's two.
Yeah.
So let's make our way to there. It seems there may be a footpath after all.
Okay.
It's a footpath after all. It's a footpath after all. It's a footpath.
Let's go.
Don't want that song in my mind all day.
No, me neither. Let's go.
So going back to the tale of boots, as you can see what happens after rain. We've been walking up here for ages and the paths just turn into mini streams. So what I was saying, or about to say about leather boots, of course, is they'll keep your feet dry for sure. Good pair. For days even. But the outside might not necessarily dry overnight. So there's the rub. Once your leather boots are wet, you're going to take some drying out. Especially if you're camping, obviously, if you're in a hotel or a B&B. Look at all the conkers, honey. You should collect some.
Oh, yeah.
Against
Spiders.
spiders, anti-spider traps. We're just going to gather some of these and then I'll continue. Well, I'll continue now. Martina can pick some of these up if she wants. Of course, leather boots will take some time to dry out, whereas your fabric boots will dry a lot quicker. But might not keep your feet dry all day. When they're new, they will. A couple of years old, look after them. But once the Gore-Tex is done, you're pretty much done yourself with that. Of course, you can get Gore-Tex lined leather boots. So, I've got some in fact. So they're doing a double job really, but I've found in the past my favourite pair were a pair of Zambalans. I think they were called Trek Lights or some such. They were just leather boots, just really good leather boots. Looked after them, stood me in good stead for years, and always kept my feet dry. In fact, I used to do little dances because, being a bit cheeky here, but people would be saying after a day's hiking, "Oh, my feet are wet," and I'd be like, "Oh, not mine, aren't," while I'm washing my boots in a stream. Anyhow, you hear what I'm saying. And having said all that, here I am in my Mammoth lightweight Gore-Tex lined boots, and my feet are dry. So there you go. I love these boots. Anyhow, signing off.
This is the highlight of my day.
Collecting conkers.
Yes.
And
These.
anti-spider. Check those out, boys and girls.
I've got more.
Hey, nice conkers. So, back to the discussion on footwear. I didn't mention something that's caught on in popularity these days, but I'm a bit long in the tooth for it. But each to their own. And I have to say, in case Martina puts this on one of our videos, it's just my opinion. Trail runners. Right. A lot of people really love trail runners. Of course they're comfy, of course they're lightweight. If you're young and fit and can cope with wet feet, because you'll get wet feet if you do the stuff that Martina and I do, then great. Just go for it. I find what wet feet does is, especially if you can't dry them properly and powder them and whatnot, it leads to all sorts of problems for me. And when I say that, what I mean is, you get a wet foot, you know how you go all wrinkly? You go wrinkly and soft. And that can lead to more abrasion, rubbing, cuts. It's just a place, personally, I don't want to be. I've always worn boots. I know there's a debate about ankles and whatnot, and they don't really protect you. I believe they do help you. I've felt it myself when my ankle's been going over, and it was either God or my boot pushing my ankle back into place. Well, sorry, not into place because I've broken it or anything. You know, just feel your ankle going, and then your boot just supports you a little bit. And if that's just imaginary, it's imaginary, but there we go. I reckon it's saved me a few times, and a lot of people I've spoken to would say, yeah, they've felt that sort of feeling where the ankles rolled over, and they can feel the boot just give it that bit of support. Anyhow, so yeah, trail runners, not for me. Yeah, for around camp and whatnot. As I say, if you want to get wet feet and you're happy with that and you can cope with that, you can dry them out and whatnot, and yeah, go for it. It's fine. I actually like a stiff sole, especially if I'm carrying weight, which is what I was always told, to be honest. I was always told, oh, you need a stiff boot if you're carrying a load. And I think that's right. You place your foot with a stiff boot, it stays there. Fantastic. If you're carrying a lightweight load, like today, these boots are really flexible. They're so comfy. Honestly, they're so comfy. And I've got a pair of Sportivas. I've forgotten the actual name of the boot. I wear them all the time. I'm sure Martina's sick of seeing me in them, because they are so comfy. They are just so comfy.
Even to the pub.
Even to the pub, exactly. I just wear them all the time, and I wouldn't
All
be doing
the
that
time.
if they weren't comfy.
Shopping,
So
pub, anywhere.
I'll finish. I guess you can tell what I think about trail runners. Yeah, not for me. Maybe for younger, fitter people, as I said, don't mind getting the feet shitted up. Anyway.
I can't wear flexible boots at all.
No, actually, yeah, a stiffer sole for Martina helps. She gets a problem with her toes. She's got tiny feet, they're like size 3. But her toes themselves are like the proper length. So she's got really long toes. And that point where your toe meets the rest of your foot, whether your heel, your ball of your foot, she gets real pain there. But when she wears a stiff boot, it just gives her that support, and she can wear them all day. She got some Accus from, I mean, they're just basically like really flexible boots, a beautiful boot, but it flexes so much that she gets just so much pain. I think they're really, I think they're like braces. That's a boot that's not for me, but a lot of older people just swear by them. Maybe they like the flexibility, but you know, if you can walk in a slightly stiffer boot, then it works for me. So here we have Martina just coming over the summit ridge. It's a little Mell fell. So just coming off Little Mell fell, and really enjoyed that. Martina's back up there. I don't think you can really tell gradients, but we reckon it's probably as steep as Post Hill. So those that know will know. Apart from the little bit at the top where it's practically vertical. Yeah, just thought I'd mention that.